Um, I guess my background would be that in high school I was pretty average student, sometimes above average, and I guess I was fine with that. Um, I never considered myself much of an academic person, I guess you would say. So then I went to university. I was in psychology at St. Mary's, and the workload was way different than it was in high school. So I couldn't just sort of walk along and not do too much anymore. It was really hard. I had to study all the time and just sort of drop everything else I was doing just to get the marks I was. I wasn't doing horrible, but I wasn't doing great either. It was still about average. So then my mom actually heard about Aleem at FSCA, I think, this talk he did. And so we told Quinn about it, and Quinn's mom, and then he did it, and then he encouraged me to do it afterwards. So I did the boot camp, and I was kind of like, yeah, sure, I'll try. I don't think it'll be that helpful for me, but I'll do it anyways. And I guess the main reason I went into it was more so for managing stress levels, like test anxiety and all that kind of stuff. I was kind of I've got average marks, whatever, right? But then I came into Aleem's class with that attitude, and I left with a whole lot more than what I came for. So I learned how to manage test anxiety and all of that. I'm still working on that a lot. Clearly, I'm not exactly huge on public speaking, but yeah, so I learned how to manage my anxiety, and I learned how to manage my time better. I learned about self-belief, and so my average marks turned out to be about a 3.9 last year, so I'm pretty proud of that. And then just not too long ago, I got a letter in the mail, and it was just a letter to say that you're on the dean's list, and I was like, oh, sweet, that's cool. And I don't know, all of these great things just keep coming out of these things that I keep putting into practice from Aleem's class. So I really recommend it. And the other thing I was going to say actually is I really recommend that you do the class with someone else that you're close to, or recommend it to them, because the fact that me and Quinn have both taken Aleem's class, it's really helpful that we can encourage each other and remind each other of these different techniques and help each other out that way. So.